just going over a couple of our favorite hip mobilizations here for two things. One is going to be more for just hip extension, and the other is going to be for more hip rotation purposes. They'll benefit each other though, they play very nicely together. So first one we're going to do is what we call a quad floss. So we're going to do a deep lunge position here. We're going to internally rotate that back hip just a little bit. The cue that I always like to use is all 5 toes are making contact with the ground here. We're going to have our hands down to the ground. The other foot's going to be lined up with the hands here, so we're going to kind of express this hip into some deeper hip flexion. We're going to take an inhale in, and we're going to lock that quad out and that glute while still winding up that joint capsule into a little internal rotation. Exhale down. Inhale in, exhale down. So we'll come up, pause for like a 1 count here, kind of really feel that strong contraction. Exhale, and as you come down, you can kind of really bias up a little bit more rotation as you drop down into that. Run through, I don't know, anywhere between 10 and 15 cycles on each leg there. And then our next one's gonna be 90-90 with a 3-point hinge. So 90, 90. We're gonna try to stay upright here, kind of preserve the spine as you're working through these. I'm not spectacular at these by any means, so you'll kind of see some stiffness in action here. We're gonna work center sternum, so this is our 3-point hinge. We're gonna take center sternum down over to knee here. Again, I'm not just gonna fold at my spine. I'm gonna maintain some rigidity through the spine, hinge more at that hip, come back, come down to mid shin and back, and then work my way over to foot as much as I can and come back. I'm gonna connect my breathing to this, so it's gonna be inhale in, exhale, inhale in, exhale, and repeat. So we'll cycle through that. We can do a couple progressions on this. So one is taking that free hand and really reaching over each point of hinge here. Then we can go to no hands, same thing. Again, the more mobile you are, the better this will look, but even for our non-mobile people, this is really beneficial. If you can't go no hands, that's fine, not a big deal. And then last progression would be to internally rotate that back hip a little bit. So we're gonna pull that foot up off the ground, but try not to compensate through the pelvis here, which I'm not doing a great job of. So your goal is gonna be to really keep that pelvis locked down and then rotate through that hip, hold, and then maybe go into some reaches here as we hold that position. Again, cycle through those 3 points anywhere between 4, 5, 6 times. Connect our breathing to that as we do so.